Welcome. I've just got this brand new Ghost XL Pro, and it's essentially just going to be an unboxing video going through the specifications, the accessories, and the camera itself. Now, to start off, the box comes fully sealed. On the front, as you can see, it mentions three key features, which is waterproofing of IPX7. You're looking at 4K Ultra video and image stabilization. Now, if we switch to the back, we can look through more features. So we've got 4K HD at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 120 frames, image stabilization, flashback recording, clone mode, which means you can sync up to 10 cameras. So this could be the master one. You hit record and the other 9 sync and start recording and stop when you stop. External audio compatible, and further on we're looking at file format of MP4, photo mode up to 12 megapixels, Sony 12 megapixel camera, lens 140 wide, a 3000 milliamp battery, rechargeable lithium ion. So that I've been told will give you 7 hours at 1080p and 4.5 hours at 4K. It's got a built-in microphone. You're looking at USB-C, so that's an improvement. I believe the previous model was a micro USB. You got a TRS port for external power or audio. So this means you can charge on the go using the audio jack. It takes up to 256 gigabyte of micro SD. I'm assuming that's class 10 or above. It's got Wi-Fi 2.4 and 5. And it has Bluetooth inbuilt. The Bluetooth would specifically be for connecting to the compatible Bluetooth remote. The weight is 145 grams. It's slightly heavier than the previous Ghost XL model. And then if we look at the contents, we've got the universal clip, which is standard, flat adhesive mount, curved adhesive mount, USB cable for charging or transferring your data to your laptop or computer, the TRS cable, and the mic adapter, along with the quick guide. And then it's just sort of suggesting 3 different mounts that Drift produce that is compatible. And then just below you've got all the certifications, which is not really what we need to know. Then we look further, just again on the side, you've got live streaming. It speaks about long battery life, image stabilization with 4K, assuming that's with 1080p as well. You're looking at waterproofing and just going through the key features. I don't think there's anything else on the other side besides their slogan, "Get out there." Underneath, nope, and nothing at the top. So I think we can start to open this. Again, this is off the flight, so bear with me. It's a bit of a struggle out. All right. So hopefully it should be quick and easy to open. Here we go. All right, just to make sure nothing inside there besides some soft protection. And here we have it, the Ghost XL Pro. Now with a bit of advertising for recycling. So if we pull this out gently, we'll just put that to the side and we'll just go through what is actually inside the box. So we first off have the quick guide, very simple, I'm sure, instructions, nothing minuscule writing, and a whole bunch of different languages as well. There is their social media sights if you wish to view, and that's that there. I mean, that's a little bit edgy on, but it's not the end of the world. All right, I'm guessing they're all hidden in this box. So I'll just move that out of the way. And the rubbish as well. And the pen. All right, up. Okay, so we just open up inside there. All right, so as discussed on the outside of the packaging, what we just saw before, these are the accessories that are included. So first off, we have the curved adhesive mount. As you can see, it's made by the adhesive is 3M branded, so which means it's very good quality. This would be used specifically for motorcycle helmets. I think that's the general purpose of it. However, you obviously can mount it onto any other curved surfaces as well. We then look at the next one, which is again the same thing, flat adhesive mount. This must be the TRS adapter, so you'd screw that into the camera below, which I'm assuming is just there. And then you've got the 3.5mm jack, so you can purchase the Drift microphone, external microphone separately. It's got fantastic reviews online, very good sound quality. I would highly recommend it if you are going at high speed, just because the built-in mic on the XL Pro is, was best for sort of slower speeds or just sort of walking around. Just like any other camera or action camera, if you don't have a waterproof case covering it, then this sound quality will drop significantly. Yeah, it's just the way it is with microphones at high speed. And then we have the USB-C, USB-C charging cable. This is a big improvement. It just gives more security when it's plugged in, less wobbling around, and dropping the connection between, say, charging, via USB 12-volt charger, for example, into the camera. And obviously, you've got your standard USB on the other side. And then we have, this is interesting. I believe that's a spare. We'll have a look at that in a second. So this will be the charging cable on the go. So if you are, connected to your motorbike, you can then basically charge while you record. Great feature, especially using the dash cam. I think it's DVR mode. Brilliant. What else do we have here? That just looks nothing too important. What is this? Interesting. So I believe, so this is the actual cap. So when you're not using the microphone adapter or the charging cable, you would essentially just screw it into there. And then this makes all sense. Now, if I'm just going to be honest, just rip that open. This is just a nice disc to help with turning. This is very difficult with the camera. Hopefully you can see. Basically slips in and then you turn it like a screwdriver. Drift, you may want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what it's intended for. So, up on the back, we've got the standard the universal clip. Now, a lot of people don't realize that one great thing about this is that people are always worried about that they may lose their camera when it's mounted to their helmet, also to their motorbike or to any other kind of surface. But you can actually look and you can see these eyelets here. So you can actually run a piece of string or rope, tie it through there and then mount it somehow to a location on your, say, motorbike. So if it ever does, say, snap off, worst case scenario, you've got to mount it to, I don't know, this, for example, and it comes off. I've never seen it. Actually, some people don't clip it in properly, so it can happen. This will then flick off, but it's still attached because you've got your piece of string or whatever attached to your motorbike. So yeah, essentially, basically you can spin it any way you want, turn it, and then tighten it, which basically means with drift you can essentially have it 360 that way, and then one of their features that they've had since they began is rotating of the lens left and right, and that goes 300 degrees. So what it means is you don't have a whole bunch of mounts attached to your helmet, or for example your car or motorbike. You can spin it 360 that way, and you can then spin it literally 300 degrees that way by just turning this to make sure it's aligned. So you can see the arrow there. If we turn it that way, we keep turning it, and as long as the arrow is at the top, it means that's your video is up the right way. So let's spin it back there, and we'll just quickly take this off. Oh, sorry, that's one thing, you've got to turn it in the middle, otherwise it'll just keep spinning. So what we did was, another thing is, this great thing about drift is there's a 1/4 inch thread, which means you can mount it to monopods or camera stands, anything that is compatible, even OEM universal action camera mounts. So we can see there's a speaker there as well, and that's essentially it. It's got a very nice feel to it. It's nice and soft. It's got the print obviously with the model and the make. We have the TRS adapter, which would basically pop that in, spin it around. I won't do it too tight, but yeah, that's what this is for. Now if we open up the latch, now this is fully waterproof up to, I believe, 1 meter, so it should be able to take anything in the rain. And as you can see, it's a much better design than I think the Ghost S or the HD Ghost, where it was a spin cap with a rubber seal. This actually locks in place, and if we look closely, well, we can see micro SD slot and USB slot as well. Pretty cool. Awesome. That's the front. It comes with a protection layer, so you can pull that off. There we go. It's coming eventually. Sorry guys, I should have taken this off earlier. And then on the back, another protection. You can see there's the Wi-Fi symbol. Now, I won't go too much into detail on turning it on and going through the settings, as it is similar to the previous models, the user interface. But yep, we can see that the colors has been changed. I believe it was this light silver color on the XL. Sorry, maybe on the Ghost X, and the XL was black as well. But you've got your power on, your Wi-Fi. You can see the arrow to go back in steps, go forward in steps, and up and down. Yeah, and then you've got your indicator to tell you, or your light to tell you if you're recording or you're not recording. And I'll just quickly power it on. Cool. So green means it's in standby. I don't think it's very hard to see. Apologies guys, maybe I can try focus. Yeah, it's not really working. This is again a very off the fly, off the unboxing video, but I thought, well, might as well do it to help other people, get an understanding of what's included. Yeah, it's not going to focus. Maybe it's my poor lighting. But there we go, it powers on, so it does give you some battery life, yeah, to get you going. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I covered kind of most things. But yeah, clone mode has got video tagging, so video tagging is pretty cool. So if you, say for example you're snowboarding and you hit a jump multiple times, you keep crashing, but then maybe the 7th time you hit it well, you can just basically hit the video, hit record, and what it'll do is it'll capture up to the last 5 minutes, depending on your settings, of what just happened. So really, you're only capturing the footage that you want to capture, rather than capturing unnecessary footage and then having to go and edit everything or find it through your day's recording. Clone mode, yeah, I think I mentioned that briefly. You can connect up to 10 Ghost XL Pros, and I think it's compatible with the newest models as well. So say if you've got a rally car, you want to have 4 different angled shots, but you want to hit record at the same time. This could be the master, the rest could be the slaves. You hit record and they all start recording, you hit stop and they stop. It's also it's got dash cam mode, so yep, if you're on a long journey and you want to record that journey, so it will record over the latest footage. So if you are in an incident, it'll capture the latest and you just hit stop. But yeah, it's best to check out their website. I'm sure they've got a lot more information. Really good camera, I think, for the battery life, 4K image stabilization, rotating lens, and a great microphone, especially when you connect to the external one. And I think, yeah, that's it. Yeah, anything, any feedback? Yeah, just, I guess, chuck it in the comments. I don't know a lot about the details, with the chips and sensors and all that, but I think I mentioned it was a Sony chip on the back of the box. But yeah, no, it's good to go. All right, cheers.